Okay, the Zohan happened, but what else happened after it that was good? Nothing. Jack and Jill, they've all been shit since then. And I say shit judging off everyone else's opinion. I don't even watch them anymore, to be fair.
So, what's like your experience with Adam Sandler? Because you're older than I am, right? So you kind of have probably a different perspective than me because I wasn't really around for like, I guess his golden age. So, what was your experience with Adam Sandler? Like, do you remember when he kind of broke out?
I do. I remember living in an era where Adam Sandler didn't suck.
Well,
Because there hadn't been all these shitty things. He was just, everything so far was good. Like, Billy Madison was awesome, and everyone knew Billy Madison and thought it was awesome. Happy Gilmore was probably better than Billy Madison.
yeah,
I don't know that everyone thought that, but it's definitely better. So,
Billy Madison is fun, and I think if you're like 12 years old, Billy Madison is like the perfect comedy. Like I loved that fucking movie when I was that age. It doesn't hold up as well, but I think it's still fun. Like you can still watch it, and it's quotable as hell. It has funny moments. Adam Sandler is actually like energetic and entertaining in it. So it's overall a fun movie. But when Happy Gilmore, I think is actually a great comedy. Like it's still stupid as hell, but it's actually a pretty hilarious movie overall.
yeah, I think Happy Gilmore is probably the best one. And that might be part of the downfall as well. When you hit your peak right at the start, it's not like he instantly dropped, but he kind of plateaued straight away.
Yeah.
Like the Waterboy is good still, and like Big Daddy, and well, to me, what I first noticed that people weren't on board was Little Nicky.
Yeah.
I personally, I had no problem with Little Nicky.
I'll be honest, I haven't seen Little Nicky mostly because I've heard it's terrible. But like I might check it out one of these days because I mean in this era to me is his golden age. Like from Billy Madison to like Big Daddy, to me that's where he was really killing it. The Wedding Singer's in there as well.
Yeah,
Big
I really feel like if for anyone who thinks that Little Nicky is terrible, they're like, holy shit, are you in for some? You wait till Jack and Jill, motherfucker, and then come back and tell me Little Nicky is terrible. Fucking Rodney Dangerfield's in that shit.
Yeah, it can't be that bad. I mean
It's
like
really not.
the Water Boy, Billy Madison and Happy Gilmore to me is almost like a trilogy. Like they're all three of them are fucking stupid movies, but they're funny, they're entertaining, they're quotable, they're memorable movies. Big Daddy I think was, it's kind of a sweet little movie. Like it's harmless, it's enjoyable, I guess. Again, I haven't seen Little Nicky, but yeah, it's certainly not worse than whatever he's doing now.
And
And then Mr.
after Little
Deeds, Mr.
Nicky is kind
Deeds.
of, I don't know what comes up. That's where
Yeah,
it starts to get blurry for me. Like,
yeah. I know what you mean. Like Mr. Deeds came after that, which like to me is completely forgettable. Like it doesn't stand out as being like a oh my god, that's a piece of shit, but it isn't good.
to me, it doesn't seem like an Adam Sandler movie, which is weird to say because he's the main guy.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I feel like that's Adam Sandler in a movie, and not an Adam Sandler movie. If that makes any sense at all.
Yeah, I get you. It's kind of like I don't even remember Mr. Deeds. It's
Like I
just
feel the same way about anger management. I'm like, I never felt like this was an Adam Sandler movie. I'm like, this is Adam Sandler as an actor in a movie.
yeah.
Because wasn't he at one point, branching out with the acting shit? Because he didn't write all the shit that he's in.
No, like the comedies he did most of them, but then came along movies like Punch Drunk Love where he was just acting. And honestly, Punch Drunk Love, I don't think it's a great movie, but it's the ultimate proof that Adam Sandler is not a hack. Like that movie to me is the ultimate proof that Adam Sandler has talent and he is actually a talented actor because he's amazing in that movie. Like just his performance and like it's really shocking to see. It's like, "Oh my god, this guy can actually do dramatic acting." It's insane.
I've never seen it.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think the movie overall is great, but I'd say watch it just for Adam Sandler's performance.
Like after around anger management is where he kind of started falling off for me. Not necessarily like I thought anything up from that until that point was bad, but I don't know. I'd never looked at him
I
like
feel like yeah, Mr. Deeds to like through anger management to me that's kind of like the purgatory era of Adam Sandler where you're not on fully shit yet. You're just kind of like it's this middle area where it's kind of the transition phase where nothing in that era kind of stands out as being like totally awful except for maybe Eight Crazy Nights, which was the fucking cartoon he did. But
that. I will have to watch it to know how shit it is.
it's
Like
terrible.
it sounds terrible, but it sounds like it could be so bad that it's good, hilarious. Because just the concept of multiple voice characters of Adam
Yeah,
Sandler.
all doing
All I can
the
picture is that tub scene. Shampoo is better.
yeah, basically that's what it is. It's just Adam Sandler voicing a bunch of fucking retarded cartoons doing the shampoo is better voice.
Yeah, he doesn't have multiple voices. He has the shampoo is better voice, and then he can change the pitch a little, like in the no conditioner is better voice.
Stop looking at me, Swan. And then he tried to do more dramatic movies, so we got 50 First Dates and Spanglish, which again, he's solid in those movies.
51st Dates I seen. It wasn't bad, but I don't really care.
Yeah, I mean,
I didn't watch Spanglish, whatever that. I couldn't tell
yeah.
you.
But The Longest Yard, you ever watch that?
That's another one where I'm like, this. It's not. I don't think I've seen it more than once. I don't think it's terrible, but I also don't care about it.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean that it's kind of forgettable. Like I kind of put that with anger management and like Mr. Deeds, like one of those forgettable ones.
Yeah.
And then we got Click, which I think Click is kind of where it really started to get shitty.
Click is one of those ones where I love the concept, but I
Yeah.
don't like the movie.
Yeah, the concept could have worked like as an absurd movie premise. It could have worked, but yeah, the movie is just pretty fucking
I just thought the
unbearable.
execution was shit. The idea of pausing time, I'm sure it's not the first time it's been done, but like that, I'm sure you could make a fucking funny movie out of that, or a good movie, but I don't know.
Yeah,
I just thought it was
give
kind of
that
shit.
concept to like fucking Seth Rogen and he could probably do it all right. So someone like that. And then we got again another fucking dramatic movie, Rain Over Me, which I actually think is pretty good. Like Adam Sandler was well in that movie. But
I don't watch the dramatic ones.
yeah, see I like to check him out. Nice to see him go out of his comfort zone every so often. And then this is kind of when the real shit started with I Now Pronounce You Chuck and Larry came after that.
Yeah, this one for me is it's weird. To me, this is just a rip-off of a movie that come out, an Australian movie that come out with I can't think of the fucking cunt's name, but he's in The Animal.
Rob Schneider?
Yeah, that's the guy. Nah, it has something to do with that, but like the dude that's in The Animal is also in some Australian film called, I think it's called Strange Bedfellows.
Yeah, I have no idea.
It's about two guys who pretend to be gay for the benefits. Sound familiar? And apparently on the set of The Animal, they showed the script. And then, after it come out, not long after, they basically did the same thing for an American audience.
Oh my god.
That's when I'm starting to think, all right, Adam Sandler he's got fuck you money now, and he's probably on cocaine or something, because he's just like, fuck it, we'll just do the gay thing for the Americans. Whatever, who cares, right?
And then came probably the holy grail of shit. Well, maybe not the holy grail of shit, but the real one, the first one where it's like, oh my fucking god, can Adam Sandler just fuck off already? You don't mess with the Zohan.
Well, the Zohan for me was tap out point. I didn't even get through the entire movie, but I refused to stand for it. because it was the first time I can remember looking at the trailer for a movie and saying, "This looks fucking shit. I'm definitely not gonna watch it," and having everyone else be like, "Nah, it won't be that bad. It's Adam Sandler," and I bit the bullet and watched it, and it was so shit that I'm like, you know what? Fuck you all for lying to me. It is shit. Adam Sandler apparently is shit. This movie sucks. So I'm out.
See,
And from then on, I've never really been that invested in what come out from the Zohan onwards, which has been nothing significant anyway.
So Zohan,
I still love all the classics and
Yeah.
think they're hilarious. I still think the guy's hilarious. I just think, stop signing him for multiple deals with movies. How many funny movies is he supposed to come up with?
This is the point where you start to realize, like, okay, maybe Adam Sandler is just a bad writer. Like, maybe he just... I think Adam Sandler would be better working with other people's scripts. Like,
I think personally,
if
he's
you...
fooled some people into paying him a lot of money for a bunch of shit that's gonna suck. He's just convinced them of his reputation that it's not gonna suck. I kind of think like he's just done smart business and got signed on for a bunch of movies and then phoned them in because whatever, you already paid me.
Yeah. I mean, but again, I do think he's a genuinely talented, funny guy, but yeah, Zohan was just the shits. Then we got Bedtime Stories, which is a fucking kids movie, you know, pretty shitty, but whatever. Funny People, which I think is pretty awesome. I mean, again, he's starring in it, but it's not really his movie. It's a Judd Apatow movie, and I thought that it was pretty underrated overall.
Yeah, I thought Funny People was alright.
The first half was great. The second half kind of wasn't very good, but overall, I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah, that's another one that I never looked at as an Adam Sandler movie. I looked at it as a movie with him in it.
Yeah, and then we got Grown Ups, which this is where Adam Sandler stops being likable for me. Like it's not just like a goofy old Adam Sandler movie. Like this film represents what's fucking horrible about the comedy film industry. Like it's such a frustrating piece of shit movie that you know, it's Adam Sandler and all his friends just making retarded fart jokes for feature length runtime, and it's obnoxious.
Yeah, you know what the problem is? It epitomizes what I was saying. I'm like, what you did was you found a way to mask a script, mask a holiday with all your friends as shooting a movie. Right?
Yeah, like he goes to some like beautiful location so he can bring his family and all his fucking friends, and they can just hang out, make some shit movie, and get free vacation time from the studios.
Yeah, again, like I can't. It's like, look, Grown Ups is probably a bad example because it was like the first real sucker you in with everyone. Throw everyone on the poster and surely will sucker everyone in. Because it has that vibe of, dude, all these guys are funny. This has to be funny.
Yeah, I mean, except maybe Rob Schneider.
Well, yeah, there are exceptions to the rule.
Yeah, but dude, Chris Rock is a fucking great comedian.
But
David Spade can be
like,
funny.
You look at
yeah,
the poster of that and be like, well, I'm obviously gonna laugh at this.
Yeah, dude, it's like the Avengers of comedy stars, basically. You know.
The problem is, I can't even get mad at Sandler because, look, if people still pay him money to make fucking shit movies, and people still pay to go watch this shit, in at least some respect, then I'm not mad at him. It's like, people, just stop giving him chances. It's okay to like Adam Sandler, but to also give up on him because his movies suck of late.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, Grown Ups was a smash hit, so obviously people liked it.
No, but was it like a Batman vs Superman smash hit where people seen it, but it sucked? But enough people seen it for it to generate enough money to make a sequel? Was it like that kind of response?
No.
Or were people raving on like it was awesome?
I mean, movie critics hated it. Like, it got eaten alive by fucking critics. but I think the general public kind of liked it, and that's who Adam Sandler kind of appeals to nowadays.
People liked it. Look, I didn't hate it. And I say I had already given up watching it at this point, and I kind of had, but I have seen it, and I didn't hate it, but I don't think it's anything special. It's not something I'll be like, let's put Grown Ups on.
Yeah, see, I hated Grown Ups. Like, I really fucking despise that movie. Like, except for maybe Grown Ups 2, it's probably my least favorite Adam Sandler movie. And the
Well,
thing
I didn't
is,
watch Grown Ups too. I mean, how stupid can you be? Anyone who went into Grown Ups 2 and expected to be entertained, you're an idiot. And the world could do with less of you. Get smarter so we can all
yeah,
progress
and
as
dude,
a species.
Grown Ups 1 was actually a movie that I think people overall liked. But again, it was kind of stupid people who liked it, or at least people who have terrible senses of humor. Because like I remember hearing people say like, "Oh yeah, that movie's hilarious," but it's mostly like the general like soccer moms and you kind of your average fucking Joe Blow on the street kind of liked it. People who don't really get why things are funny, like kind of have very simple sense of humor, are kind of amused very easily. Like those type of people liked Grown Ups, and that's a pretty large group of people in general. So that's kind of those people are kind of who are keeping Adam Sandler alive for most of his shit career. And then after Grown Ups, we got Jack and Jill, which was the real jump off point for I think everyone.
Yeah, Jack and Jill was where all the people who defended Zohan go to die.
Yeah,
like anyone who defended Zohan, when Jack and Jill came, that was like the final nail in their coffin of, all right, you're right, Bally. He does suck now. Yeah, I'm sorry, man. I don't want him to suck, but I can't watch this shit.
What baffled me about Jack and Jill is it's based on this gimmick that's not even like an original or new thing. It's like, have you seen fucking Austin Powers 3 or like the Nutty Professor? Yeah, like that's not like they've been doing that shit forever in comedy movies. Like it's not a new thing. Like playing multiple characters. Like in Austin Powers 3, Mike Myers plays like four fucking characters in the same movie, including the protagonist and the antagonist.
And I think the gimmick is doing it well.
Yeah, like Mike Myers.
The idea is that he can do all the characters well, same as Nutty Professor. The idea is that all the characters are done well. In Jack and Jill, the idea is that both of the characters are done fucking shit, and you're only doing two, which isn't impressive at all in comparison.
One of them is Adam Sandler, and the other one is Adam Sandler doing the Shampoo is Better voice in a wig.
Exactly, the gimmick is wrong. You didn't understand the gimmick. The gimmick is putting someone's talent on display. You don't possess the talent.
Like Mike Myers. Mike Myers, for example, is a genius character actor. Like he's amazing. Even in his shit movies like The Love Guru, he's still great at playing characters.
Listen to me, like Adam Sandler, you could only pull that off if the entire cast were man-childs. Then you could play them all. If they were a Jewish man-child, then you'd be fine. But I don't know, you wrote yourself into a hole there. I don't know who that movie's for. Who's the audience for Jack and Jill? Because it can't be the audience from the previous shit.
I don't think Jack and Jill had an audience. I think everyone overall fucking hated that movie. And after Jack and Jill came out, he kind of went into this phase where he was sort of trying to make a comeback. Like he did That's My Boy after that, which was an R-rated movie. So he's trying to, be a little bit more edgy. And, getting Andy Samberg, who I think is generally funny. Like there isn't many examples of Andy Samberg being funny because he hasn't done very much. But I mean, I've seen him be really funny before. So that movie
I think Sandberg's funny.
Yeah, like his new movie Pop Star, fucking hilarious. Like I loved it. And he's funny on SNL, and his bit at the James Franco roast was like hysterical. So I mean, Andy Samberg can be funny. you have an R-rated movie, Adam Sandler trying to make a comeback. Like it could have been good, but yeah, it was just as shit as Jack and Jill, except it just in a different way, just garbage.
Uh, Look, I hate this. Like, obviously he needed to do something because he was sucking a bag of dicks. But I feel like stop trying with the gimmicks and write a fucking movie because you have an idea for a good story. The
Yeah.
reason why you have like 12 fucking ass movies in a row is because you tried 12 fucking stupid gimmicks in a row.
And like,
Write a movie. This is the problem: is you're not writing a movie because you have a good idea for a movie. You're writing a movie because someone signed a deal with you to write 5 movies. So if the deadline's coming up and you don't have a good idea, you're still gonna make a movie either way. And we end up with Jack and Jill and the Zohan and these fucking obviously terrible movies. I can't believe anyone even gave the green light to Jack and Jill. How is there no one in any fucking boardroom meeting with any set of balls to say, yeah, great idea, Adam Sandler, but you don't have any actor on board that can do this shit? That's why you're only going to do 2 characters, because you couldn't possibly do a third. We have shampoo and we have conditioner. Or we have Jack and we have Jill. It's the same thing. You can't do all this range of... What are you doing, man? Go hire Eddie Murphy if you want to do this.
oh my god.
It's fucking ridiculous. The problem is, it's like, obviously everyone around him was yes-manning him. Like, yes, Adam, I think this is going to be the real savior. Jack and Jill. And then the one you said after it, I've never even heard of that. That's how bad Jack and Jill was.
That's my point.
It made people like me who are a fan just pretend that he doesn't make movies anymore.
Yeah, let's all pretend that Adam Sandler tragically died in a car accident after Big Daddy came out. Like,
I'll even give him more of a pass. I'll say he died. He died after anger management. Because I'm still not offended by the existence of anger management. From then on, I start to get a little offended. Like, God, what has the industry done to this man?
Yeah, it's ruining his reputation. Like, Adam Sandler is no longer this, likable goofball from your childhood. He's instead this, like, corporate fucking hack who's making these abominations.
He's at the point now where, like, when I was younger, if I met Sandler, I would have been starstruck. Now... I don't think I'd be that starstruck by meeting him anymore, because it's like, yeah, you're famous for sucking now. You've been sucking for so long now that young people don't know the good shit that you're in.
And then he did fucking Pixels, which is like, I don't know how he made a movie even worse than Jack and Jill, but somehow he did.
I never watched Pixels.
Awful.
I might have to give it a go.
Total garbage. Like, it's such a shitty movie. And then he got kicked down to Netflix because his movies stopped making money. So I guess the general public kind of caught on to the fact that he's shit and stopped giving him chances. So now that he's been kicked out of all the fucking studios for sucking, he's down to Netflix, and I think he signed like a 4-picture deal or something with Netflix, and he's done 2 movies, Netflix originals, The Ridiculous Six and The Do-Over. Now, The Ridiculous Six is awful, but it's probably, I'll say, his best movie since Zohan, which is not saying fucking anything. But, I'd probably rather watch that than, like, Pixels or Jack and Jill or That's My Boy or Grown Ups or Grown Ups 2 or Zohan. Like,
well,
the fact it's a fucking
gripe
laundry
Netflix
list.
Is that you've really signed him on for 4 movies? How about you sign him on for 1 movie? and if it's not shit, then we'll sign you on for more. And basically grab Adam Sandler by the fucking comedy testicles and reef a good one out of him. Someone leverage some good shit out of the guy. Don't just say, hey, Adam, we've heard you write good movies. Because I don't know where you heard that from. Hey, Adam, we want you to write 4 movies. Oh, my God. Here comes Jack and Jill 2 and fucking Zohan 2. That's what you're getting. That's at least going to be 2 of them.
Yeah, it's going to do one sequel at least. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think the only sequel he's ever done is Grown Ups 2. Unless you want to count fucking Hotel Transylvania, I think had a sequel.
Well, I don't know if you count that, because I don't even know that it exists, let alone a sequel.
Yeah, it's this animated movie he did.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then The Do-Over came out like last week, which is his second Netflix movie with fucking David Spade, another one of his friends.
I seen an interview with David Spade, and when he was talking about the movie, I'm like, this sounds okay. And then I seen the little trailer piece that they showed for it, and I'm like, okay, this looks fucking shit.
Yeah, the premise is okay. Like, you could do cool stuff with the premise. Like a lot of Adam Sandler movies, it's like, okay, that premise could work if, you actually have a talent behind it.
Yeah, it's kind of like Adam Sandler is like a D+ student. He always submits his work, and it's always submitted on time. It's just I guess you're not that bright, man. You're definitely trying. You're definitely handing something in, but you're not that bright. And then I imagine as he went on, once you realize you're a D+ student, then you really stop trying. Like, when I try my hardest, the best I can achieve is D+. I'm just going to bite the bullet and accept that I'm going to be a construction worker.
Yeah, it's almost like, you remember like when you're in school and you're about to write an exam and you think to yourself like, hey, I've already gotten a high enough grade to the point where I don't even have to write this exam. Like, I could get 0 on this exam and still pass. So you just don't really try on the exam. You just kind of fucking half-ass it. It's almost kind of like what he's like now. Like, in the early half of his career, he kind of built up his name, and now he doesn't even have to try because he's already secured victory.
Because I still like Adam Sandler, and I love the classics, I feel like in my brain I make up the defense for him. I don't know how accurate this is, but I just imagine that he probably just thinks, I made it at a, not when I wasn't too old, and now off my name and popularity, I just get to live a fucking awesome life. I don't care. Maybe he doesn't give a fuck about his reputation.
I don't think he does. Like, I honestly think he consciously knows he's not good. Like, I don't think he put out the fucking ridiculous 6 and thought, man, this is a great movie. Like, you can tell even today he has no energy. Like, in his new movies, he's just fucking bored through all of them. So I think he knows he's shit, but he just looks at it as a paycheck and just an excuse to have some fun with his friends.
Yeah, that's what I think of it as. I'm like, yeah, that's why I stopped looking at like Adam Sandler movies and comparing them to movies Adam Sandler's in. I'm like, yeah, he's not really. There's no passion here. He's just collecting a paycheck. And I like the guy, but this isn't like him doing. This is him just showing up for work.
Yeah, if you look at a movie, like Happy Gilmore, you can tell that he's energetic in it. Like he actually is trying his best to be funny. But nowadays,
fucking, he doesn't give a fuck later on. He doesn't give a shit.
Now he doesn't care. Like, the ridiculous 6, he looks so bored in that movie. Like, insane, because he's just on Netflix, doesn't give a shit, just whatever. And I mean,
what is the ridiculous 6? Fill me in. I have no idea.
It's a western. It's like a comedy western about 6 brothers who are on a quest to find their dad. It's kind of, I guess, a parody of The Hateful Eight, which was the new Tarantino movie. It was really, really fucking bad. Like, Taylor Lautner's in it, Rob Schneider's in it. Like, all of Adam Sandler's friends. I think David Spade was in it. Like, it's the whole Happy Madison crew just basically doing a western. Really bad.
All right. I gotta say, the man obviously is out of ideas, and he's just collecting paychecks.
Yeah.
The latest victim is Netflix. But I gotta be fair, Netflix probably just ain't paying him much.
Yeah, I mean, like he can't make movies in theaters anymore because they've sucked for so long. They've just been kicked down. I mean, the thing is, I'll never dislike Adam Sandler. Like he was, a part of my childhood, and to the point where I can kind of always see him as, that lovable goofball character sort of thing. But you can't defend what he's doing. Like it's so clear what he's doing is just a fucking. He's a sellout basically. Like he sold out his talent. He sold out. He's basically surrendered to the idea that he has no talent, and he's not. He's trying. He's not trying. Like, and I think part of that is sad because I do think he's funny, and I do think he's a good dramatic actor when he wants to be. So at this point, I think it's too late for Adam Sandler. Like he's too old now, and it's like you can't make a comeback. But if I were him, I'd either stop or actually try to do something that has some passion behind it. I think maybe get a co-writer, like find a really funny co-writer that you can work with and just try to give a shit again because what he's doing now is just embarrassing. And it's just fucking cringy every time an Adam
That's
Sandler movie
yeah, I
comes
know.
out.
I'm like, dude, you're like, granted, people don't really, take you as seriously anymore, but surely you're in a position where you can kind of do whatever the fuck you want. I'm like, why don't you do something cool? Like, go take some old movie you liked and fucking redo it, since everyone insists on everything being a redo or a sequel or something. I mean,
Yeah.
just enough of the phone-in shit. Enough of the, here are a bunch of my friends hanging out in my backyard. Let's get a camera crew and shoot this.
Yeah.
We'll call it the backyard. Like, you need to put in a little bit more effort than that, man.
Yeah, we used to have that game that we used to play called the Adam Sandler game where basically it's essentially coming up with Adam Sandler movies, like pitching movies based on his formula, which is Adam Sandler plays a man-child who fill in the blank with his stereotype friend played by, and you just fill in one of his fucking Happy Madison butt buddies. And
I think that's the problem. I think you can reduce an Adam Sandler movie idea down to a
formula.
fill in the blanks sheet and give it to children, and they could honestly come up with Adam Sandler films.
Yeah, it's retarded. Adam Sandler plays a man-child who gets in trouble with the law, and he has to coach a pee-wee soccer team, and the opposing coach is a Mexican stereotype played by Rob Schneider, and maybe the referee is played by David Spade.
I would have said Kevin James just because I like the idea of a fat guy.
Yeah, he can run. Oh no, maybe Kevin James can be like his friend who's like helping him out with the team, and he's like the comic relief side character, and you can have a scene where he's like running, and then he falls and gets hit by a soccer ball or something.
Yeah, I can imagine him being at like a hot dog stand, getting a hot dog and getting hit in the face with a ball.
Yeah. See, like you could go on for hours just pitching Adam Sandler movies.
Yeah, I know, and the funny thing is, like, as much as we're joking, they are believable.
Like that could be a movie.
So see you motherfuckers doing this shit too, and you don't run out of them either. Like, dude, we can really go for hours. Like, Sandler, get us on board. If you get paid good money for shitty ideas, we can make your shitty ideas just as shitty as you make them. Let us get on the bankroll, will ya? Yeah, we don't have the credibility, but
yeah, dude,
you don't either.
We could write you like 100 movies in one day. Like, oh my god. Like, it's so fucking easy to come up with them.
No, but like in terms of movies and shit, it's like we said before. I just in the most polite way possible, because I still like the guy. I just pretend that he's dead. I just pretend that he's dead. He died shortly after the movies that I like, and there's some alien body snatcher imposter pretending to be Adam Sandler. No, not that. But I just ignore. Like, when someone tells me there's a new Adam Sandler movie, it's like no one said anything. Like, okay, cool. I don't care. I'm not going to go watch it. I'm that confident it'll be shit that I don't need to watch it. Because if it's not shit, the whole world will fucking turn over and go crazy. Like, oh my god, you have to see this Adam Sandler movie that doesn't suck. So,
But at the same time, do you know what's going to be really weird? When he actually dies and then there's no more Adam Sandler movies. Like, can you imagine a year going by where Adam Sandler movie like doesn't come out? Like it's just gonna feel wrong. Like something's just not gonna feel right with the world.
no, I tell you what will feel wrong. What's going to happen is, sadly, Adam Sandler's going to die, and it's going to be, terrible for fans like you and I. But then there's going to be these other people that come along that refuse to let people like you and I talk about the truth, how Zohan sucks. When Adam Sandler dies, all of a sudden, the Zohan isn't going to suck, and Jack and Jill isn't going to be that bad, and everyone's going to turn into a Adam Sandler shit movie apologist.
Yeah.
Just like Michael Jackson wasn't a pedo, Bill Cosby didn't even die, and he's already innocent in everyone's lives now, apparently. This motherfucker, he's not even dead yet. And we've already apologized for his multiple rape cases. So I'm pretty sure in 10, 15 years' time, Grown Ups 2 is going to be like the best movie ever.
Yeah. I mean, again, like I said, I'll never dislike Adam Sandler. Because overall, he's a likable guy. Like, if you see him in interviews and shit, he's a nice dude, I'd love to hang out with the guy, so I don't hate him, but...
No, I'm the same. I don't hate him at all.
Yeah.
Like, I'm being, intentionally harsh because I think it's funny.
Yeah.
But realistically, I don't hate him. I honestly just look at it like he's a guy collecting paychecks, and he's someone that I like doing it. So, you know what? God bless you, Adam Sandler. If you can convince Netflix to sign you for 4 movies, well, fuck, you've got some kind of ability. You still have some kind of reputation to trick people into paying you with. So good on you.
Yes.
That's the whole game. That's the game of life, is how much can you trick someone into paying you more than you deserve?
Yeah. And Adam Sandler's the master. He's the master at that, yeah. So we'll see if any of these Netflix movies turn out okay. My guess is once he really starts getting fucked in his career, like once the Netflix movies are done, once he has no one, he'll probably go into sequel mode, and he'll probably do like Billy Madison 2 and Happy Gilmore 2. Like that's my guess. Maybe not, but I'm assuming that's what's going to happen.
I'm sorry, but I don't care if he goes into sequel mode. Everyone does it. It's the easiest cash cow at this point. I get it. Please don't touch Happy Gilmore or Billy Madison. There's no sequel potential with those ones. You'll just ruin the classics. Everything else, whatever. You'll ruin them, but I care less. But please don't touch those two when you go into sequel mode.
Oh, which he will go straight for those.
Do a sequel to fucking Big Daddy. I'm sure you can make some fucking shit about that. The kid is now old enough to have his own fucking kid. So make some fucking shitty sequel about that. But don't go make fucking 51 First Dates or whatever clever title you don't come up with. Go make, you know what I mean?
The Ridiculous Seven.
Sequels to the ones that aren't. Don't ruin your good ones.
Go make The Ridiculous 7. Don't do Happy Gilmore 2.
Yeah, God, please don't.
I mean, but if you're going to do it before Bob Barker dies. Which the clock is fucking ticking on that one.
I just don't. I look at it like I don't think you have it in you. I watched Joe Dirt 2, and like, nah. You didn't. It was still. I laughed at some bits, but I just laughed at some funny dialogue of a character I like.
Yeah, like it was the same deal as Dumb and Dumber 2.
Yeah. That's what I mean. Like, don't. If there's not sequel potential, it's not going to be funny. And I'm telling you now, there's no sequel potential for Happy Gilmore or Billy Madison. They're already perfect as they are. A sequel will just tarnish the legacy. That's suicide for Adam Sandler. Like, dude, there's only a few that are gems. If you fuck them up with current Adam Sandler shit, you fuck up the gems, No one will ever respect you. You have to keep some untarnished, awesome shit.
Yeah.
Go fuck up Zohan. You already fucked that one up.
Yeah, I don't care if you make Zohan fucking 35. Like I don't care if you make a Zohan TV show. But just the classics, leave them alone.
Yeah, there's no need.
So, I guess that's all we got to say on the topic of Adam Sandler. Looking forward to what he does next. I'm guessing he'll do some probably Grown Ups 3 maybe, some shit like that, or some stupid fucking movie where he I don't know, marries a fucking Martian or some shit like that. We'll see.
I don't know, I just feel like Adam Sandler, surely you're at a point now where you don't have to fucking write shit if you don't have a good idea. Just fund shit. Use your money to fund good movies to come out that don't have to be written by you, but you can totally put your name all over it. Like Adam Sandler Presents.
Yeah, like that's what he's been doing with the Happy Madison. Like I'd say just become a producer. But again, he tried doing that, and we got Zookeeper and Bucky Lawrenson Born to Be a Star.
Yeah, alright, well, try it again, Adam, but don't just fucking get your friends and get them to write movies. I'm talking, go find some young, hungry writers that have passion, because really, that's what's happening.
You know, like you used to be.
All your shit lacks passion. Go find some young, hungry motherfucker who's not eating because he wants to be a writer but hasn't got a chance, and give that motherfucker a chance, because he'll write something good. There's no passion in anything that comes out of Happy Madison. There, I said it.
Stop looking at me, Swan.